CVM man, MTM man, CVM man, See It Happen man, CVM man.
You're the sugar to my tea, meet the Mitchell family.
Many strides, one dream, many heartbeats, one pulse. Sagicor, celebrating Jamaican success. The time by Sagicor is
7 o'clock.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Tonight in CVM News at 7. Daylight shooting at the Kingston Public Hospital, 2 people injured. Massive increase in gun seizures in Westmoreland. Businesses seeing red as they remain in darkness. Also in the news this evening, cartels ruling. Reason enough to retain the Privy Council? In the business report, NCB reaches $150 million target for disaster relief fund, while in sports, Jamaican women advance to 100-meter semis in Paris. From Kingston, Jamaica, this is CVM News at 7. I'm TK Dawkins.
And I'm Curlin Brown. It's Friday, the 2nd day of August 2024. Thanks so much for joining us. A man and a woman were shot near the Kingston Public Hospital. Senior Superintendent of Police, SSP Stephanie Lindsay, confirmed the incident late Friday, but says there are no details yet regarding the identity of the injured persons.
The senior officer also told our newsroom efforts are being made to stabilize their condition and an investigation is ongoing. No motive has yet been ascertained for the shooting.
Meanwhile, the Westmoreland police are sending a strong message to criminals following a significant increase in firearm seizures since the start of the year when compared to the same period in 2023.
The achievement, he says, underscores the division's dedication to making the parish a safer place for all residents. Britannia Whitto has more in this report.
66.6% is the increase in the number of guns seized by the Westmoreland police since the start of the year when compared to the same time last year. That means 12 more weapons were seized in the parish. Reports are that 14 of these weapons, including 7 high-powered military-grade assault rifles and over 460 rounds of ammunition, were seized in just the last 3 weeks, marking a 5% increase over the same period in the previous year. The commanding officer for the parish, Superintendent Othniel Dobson, has a message for criminals.
Westmoreland is not open for business for criminals.
He adds that those engaging in criminal activities will be met with the full force of the law.
Our message to criminals is simple. Westmoreland is not a place for you. We will not tolerate any form of criminal activity, and we will do everything in our power to bring those responsible to justice.
Further reports suggest that a key factor in the success of the police is the relentless pursuit of the Kings Valley Gang. The gang is a known source of criminal activity in the parish. The recent operation against the gang have not only resulted in the recovery of illegal firearms and ammunition, but have also led to several arrests. These arrests have been crucial in crippling the gang's hold on the area, said the division's targeted strategies, while celebrating the efforts of the officers.
The results we are seeing are a testament to the hard work and dedication of our officers. Their relentless effort to rid our communities of illegal firearms and ammunition have been instrumental in our fight against crime. Our officers have shown unparalleled bravery and commitment in tackling the threat posed by armed criminals. The recent surge in weapon seizure demonstrates our strategic focus and unwavering resolve to protect our communities. The message is clear. criminals will not find a safe haven here in Westmoreland.
Britannia Whittle, CVM News.
And the Superintendent of Police for the St. Elizabeth Division is also sending a warning to criminals who try to outsmart crime fighters while they carry out their lawful duties. The division has recovered 19 firearms since the start of the year. We get more from Adrian Williams.
Criminals have long found ways to outwit the police's battle against crime. Superintendent of the St. Elizabeth Division, Coleridge Minto, highlights and warns criminals to avoid the trickery.
A team of officers from the Black River OST was conducting a special operations along the Holland Main Road when a white Toyota Noah was signaled to stop. The driver complied, and a search of the vehicle revealed one firearm that was hidden in the engine compartment of this vehicle. This really speaks to how ingenious these persons are in trying to hide the firearms. They've been hiding them in the consoles of the vehicle.
With the Breadbasket Parish being one of the worst affected parishes since the passage of Hurricane Beryl, Minto lauds the efforts of the police team as the parish reaps positive results in the fight against crime.
Major crimes have been down in the parish by 32% up to the 20th of July. Shootings are down 12%, robberies down 27%, aggravated assault down 33%, break-ins are down 52%, rape we're at the same period we were last year, murders were up by 4 compared to the corresponding period, but the division is seeing an overall reduction of major crimes by 32%. And the officers have been working diligently, even under these circumstances, without the electricity, to maintain law and order.
Adrian Williams for CVM News.
A businessman in the tourism sector says he's facing hard times as business is no longer booming since Hurricane Beryl. While he waits on the long-promised restoration of electricity, the usual flow of customers at the facility in Negril is at a crawl. Trisha Gay Kelly has his story.
It's a day shy of a month since Beryl, and some communities are still battling with the summer heat and the annoyance of mosquitoes as their electricity is yet to be restored. But for some individuals, it's more than an irritation, it's deprivation. In Negril, Westmoreland, for example, an entrepreneur is praying that things will change soon.
It is terrible. Nothing coming in. We still have to keep maintaining the property. Maintaining the property, running the generator on a daily basis. The diesel is killing us.
But until then, General Manager at the West End Inn, Richard Smith, is worried things will only get worse. He explains they are losing customers by the day.
Every week, we have to be calling customers and said, hey, can we push you back for another week? Without electricity, it has been difficult. It has pushed back the system to an extreme situation where, it's affecting the staff members who have been home for almost 3 weeks. So there's no money coming in their pocket. The customer who really wants to come and have a good vacation here in Negril have been staying back, and we don't know when. We're hoping to get it soon.
Advocating on his behalf is Councillor for the Negril Division, Arthel Colley, who is calling on the Jamaica Public Service, JPS, to extend its services to the area.
This particular hotel that carries an occupancy of sometimes 80 to 100% cannot reopen. This is unacceptable. And so I'm calling on JPS. Let it be done now. Restore electricity to the people on the deeper side of the West End.
Tourism is a staple in Westmoreland and is very much the business of the day. And with the West End in suffering, People's National Party PNP Vice President Ian Hills believes there's more that the government can do to aid the situation.
The tourism dollar is important to the people of Jamaica, to the people of Westmoreland. That's number one. Number two is that I want the government to seriously look at what the JPS is doing. The government is a part owner of JPS. So It's not only calling on the JPS, but calling on the government also.
The four-star hotel is quite popular around town, but Smith fears their reputation could be tarnished if the situation isn't rectified soon. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
Unfinished work on the Allen Spring Bridge in St. Thomas is now a further cause for concern after a resident suffered a fractured ankle while attempting to cross the structure. Now that mishap heightens calls for the project to be completed. Adrian Williams reports.
The Allen Spring Bridge in Landui, St. Thomas has been under construction for over 2 years, and now it has allegedly caused one man, Teddy Scott, to suffer a broken ankle while walking along the structure last Friday during a power outage.
I'm walking at Landui at the bridge and fall and break my foot. Them have to lift me and carry me back down there, down at the yard, and so them put on clothes for me and carry me to hospital. But 12 o'clock me come back here the night. From that, I don't out.
Commuters are pleading with the authorities to get the bridge fixed to avoid further challenges.
Then just get man at work, so all the people that want to patch road and dig up the whole of the road and left it gone.
How long?
Look how long that.
Look how much me jump over there too. That's all.
With Scott in need of further assistance, one resident believes this could have been easily avoided if the structure was completed sooner.
This bridge should have done a long ago, right? And then we not see no representative come to look on the bridge, to keep a tag towards the bridge. That a man drop over it, break him foot. You understand? This is totally foolishness. You understand? This bridge should have done already. We can't cope with this no more because the next thing that go happen there.
The concerns come amidst a number of bridges coming on the radar which are due repairs, especially since Hurricane Beryl. Adrian Williams for CVM News.
More CVM News at 7 right after this.
Small business loans is linked to so many stories of ordinary Jamaicans and their extraordinary success.
We're very proud to have helped small, medium, and micro businesses come to life and thrive over the years.
It's a demonstration of our strong belief in the business ambitions of Jamaicans. Come, talk to us. Tell us your business. Let's start a partnership and let your business plans appear in real life.
Jamaica's biggest and most epic show, the Independence Grand Gala, will unfold Independence Day, Tuesday, August 6th at 5:30 p.m. inside the National Stadium, and it will be live right here on CVM. See the pomp and pageantry, the colorful mass dances, the entertaining pop acts, the amazing fireworks display, the breathtaking drone show, and so much more. Independence Grand Gala, National Stadium, August 6th, 5:30 p.m. Catch it live right here on CVM.
It's ba-ba-boom time this week.
Get your tickets today for the Russell Tompkins and the New Stylistics and More concert at Palm Drive, Hope Gardens, Saturday, August 17. Gates open 6 p.m. Showtime 8 p.m. Tickets are $8,000 to July 31, $10,000 August 1 to 17. Available in Kingston at Devon Bourne's Rubis Halfway Tree, Ligonier Dragon Garden Center, and Rubis Constant Spring Road across from Merle Grove High School. Portmore Mall Pharmacy, Neil's Auto Service, 22A Ward Avenue, Mandeville, and Ocean's 11 Ocho Rios.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Since Thursday evening, sections of the island have been experiencing heavy rainfall. However, the Meteorological Service of Jamaica says it's nothing major. Manager of Weather Services at the Met Service, Rohan Brown, explains Jamaica is simply receiving the impact of a system close by.
So what occurred was that there was a tropical wave just east of Jamaica late last night. The tropical wave moved across the island this morning, and as such, we had morning showers across sections of most parishes. As of this afternoon, there's an area of disturbed weather across central Cuba, referred to as a potential tropical cyclone 4. At 4 p.m., the disturbance was centered near latitude 21.4 degrees north, longitude 78.3 degrees west, or about 40 kilometers or 25 miles west of Camagüey, Cuba. The system is moving towards the west-northwest near 26 kilometers per hour. Now, on this track, the disturbance is expected to move over Cuba tonight, across the Straits of Florida into the southeastern Gulf of Mexico on Saturday, and then move near or over the west coast of Florida Saturday night through to Sunday. Therefore, most of the shower activity associated with the system will move from the northwestern Caribbean to the Gulf of Mexico tonight, and then to south and west of Florida come tomorrow morning.
And it's almost a month since Beryl. However, some residents in sections of Hanover are still complaining of unfair treatment. Well, they took their grouses to their councillor, who has been lobbying on their behalf. And so he too is calling on the agencies to assist the members of his constituency and the parish at large. Here's more from Britannia Whittle.
With the hurricane season in full effect, some areas are still grappling with the devastation left behind by Hurricane Beryl. One such section is the Eastern Hanover constituency of Chester Castle. According to the council for the division, the people he represents still have not received aid from the government.
Now, since the passing of Hurricane Beryl, I would have thought that the government would have sent some assistance to the municipal corporation that we could assist these poor residents who are suffering in most instances. But to date, we have received nothing. While we know that the members of parliament would have received a 5 million allocation that they could do some things, to date, councillors have not received any funding.
He is calling for the government to assist the community.
It's really hard. We're suffering. So I'm calling on the government to send some money to the municipal corporation that councillors can respond to the needs of their constituents.
But that's not all. McIntosh also says the utility companies have not fulfilled their duties.
Their production is so hampered that they can't do nothing. They are coupled with poor water, no water supply. They are coupled with no GPS, and they are coupled with bad roads and roads that are only to single lane.
Thanking the residents of the neighboring communities for their help with recovery efforts, the council urged the Hanover Municipal Corporation to do what is necessary to assist the community. Britannia Whittle, CVM News.
Despite some views from senior attorneys that the previous overturn of criminal convictions and the landmark ruling of freedom for dancehall entertainer Adidja Vibes Cartel Palmer is rationale for the retention of the Privy Council, other practitioners point to the ability of the Jamaican courts to administer justice. To give us more details, here's Courtney Lewis.
Legal minds have submitted that the recent ruling of an acquittal and no further retrial for international dancehall star Vibes Cartel and his co-accused is reason enough to retain the council as Jamaica's final appellate court. But other attorneys claim this statement may be premature. King's Counsel Valerie Nita Robertson asserts the ruling of the Privy Council and the Court of Appeal was sound, but should not be considered as one of the major reasons to retain the UK-based court.
I really wouldn't base the keeping of the Privy Council on one case. What I would be happy with is if we acknowledge that our people must have confidence in the justice system, and in that regard, that we ensure that the courts ensure that their judgments are sound.
Her comments follow assertions by Tom Tavares Finson, who in a recent media release said the fair treatment of this kind of high-profile matter by the Privy Council is another reason why many Jamaicans, including myself, support its retention as our country's final appellate court. The sentiment was supported by Counsel Tamika Harris, who believes the case is proof that Jamaica must continue to depend on the monarch for assistance. The King's Counsel contends focus should instead be on strengthening the local judicial system.
Justice has nothing to do with politics. Our people must feel that they will get justice in our courts. That's what our courts are for.
With specific regard to the cartel matter,
She says the Privy Council's determination was a test of Jamaica's court's integrity.
The Privy Council has a way of sending back things to our courts. I believe it's the English way of saying you have to take responsibilities for certain things. You must make the appropriate findings. You know what the law is, and you must maintain that, and you must uphold that. So, to my mind, they sent it back to see if we would make the right decision.
Courtney Lewis for CVM News.
Up next is the business segment right after this break.
CVM Paris Podium.
Yes, guys, don't forget you can tune in to watch at sunrise, CVM News at noon, and CVM News at 7 o'clock.
And listen, nightly at 8 p.m. you get the Paris Podium lowdown, everything that's happening. See It Happens right here at CVM.
Yeah, run past.
We want to say thank you for all that you have done. We are here to support you no matter what.
Just keep up the good work.
Fat covers are still going to be knocking either way.
Big up on yourself, represent straight and bring home the medals.
Thank you very much competing, representing Team Jamaica.
I am absolutely proud of them.
Don't look left nor right, run and win.
Be yourself and give it your best shot. You are going to do something extraordinary. We have no doubt about that.
The internationally acclaimed On Stage with Winford Williams.
At a new time, Saturdays at 8 p.m. on CVM TV.
So much more than entertainment.
Welcome back. In the business news, more help is on the way for post-Hurricane Beryl recovery efforts, specifically in the severely impacted parishes. The National Commercial Bank, along with other stakeholders, have joined forces to render assistance in cash and kind on the South Coast. Here's more from Trisha Gay Kelly.
As the country works towards full recovery following the hurricane, more stakeholders are contributing to the cause. The National Commercial Bank, NCB, created its Build a Better Jamaica Fund to assist citizens in need. The company has finally matched its goal. NCB Foundation Deputy Chair Andrew Pearman says it's a timely effort.
So NCB started the fund with $20 million, and the goal was to raise $150 million. And we would match every dollar. So in effect, we were looking for a target donation or contribution of $300 million.
And to top it all off, the Guardian Life team pitched in a sum of $2.3 million. President Megan Miller-Brown explains the company had to play their part in contributing to the cause.
And we believe this initiative by the NCBFG group was so timely, so necessary and so critical for our country post-Beryl. So the Build a Better Jamaica fund is something that we had to participate in. We are a caring, loving society, and therefore when our brothers and sisters suffer any harm or disadvantage, we want to be there.
The company's donation was just enough to complete NCB's goal of $150 million, allowing NCB to double the figure. Pearman says the donations will be used to facilitate repairs in impacted areas on the South Coast.
This total contribution amount is very important. A lot of us tend not to realize how devastating the damage was throughout particularly the south-western parishes. And the funds will go directly towards helping to rebuild homes, and a portion also is going to go to the agricultural sector to help farmers rebuild their lives.
Though the company will not be doubling any additional donations, anyone who so desires to give to the cause, whether in cash or kind, can visit the NCB website for more information. Trisha Gay Kelly, CVM News.
More right after this.